participate at the convocation ceremony of 92nd degree engineering course and 19th technical entry scheme course of Military College of Electronics Mechanical Engineering, Secunderabad. I congratulate the graduating officers for their academic performance and the commandant and the faculty members for shaping their young minds. My greetings to all of you. I am happy to know that the college is empowering the army officers with quality technical knowledge, skill and ability, and inculcating them the right attitude and best holistic values. MCME indeed has the vision to be an epitome of excellence and toward the combat preparedness of the Indian Army at all times. When I am with you friends, today I would like to share a few thoughts for 50 minutes on the topic young army officers and the new dynamics of warfare. Young army officers and the new dynamics of warfare. Now friends, just now in front of me I see the Military College of EME having a motto, strength through excellence, strength through excellence. So I thought I must talk to you first what I felt about multi-dimensions of excellence. Because when you are all receiving the degree and for award for your excellence, I am sure you all carry with you the motto of the organization, that is strength through excellence. So I am going to talk to you for a few minutes, multi-dimensions of excellence. What are the components of excellence? A nation's economic development is powered by competitiveness. Competitiveness is powered by knowledge. Knowledge is powered by technology. Technology is powered by innovation. Technology, innovation are powered by resource investment. Innovation opens up a new vistas of knowledge and a new dimension to our imagination to make everyday life more meaningful, richer in depth and content. Innovation is born out of creativity. In a knowledge society, we have to make innovation continuously. Innovation comes through creativity. Creativity comes from beautiful minds. It can be anywhere, any part of the world, and it may start from a fisherman hamlet, or a farmer's household, or a dairy farm, or a cattle breeding center, or could emanate from classrooms, or laboratories, or industries, in R&D centers, or military centers, military technology centers. Now, creative mind has the ability to imagine or invent something new by combining, changing, reapplying existing ideas. Creative person has an attitude to accept change and newness, a willingness to play with the ideas and possibilities, a flexibility of outlook, the habit of enjoying the good while looking for ways to improve it. Creativity is a process through which we can continuously improve ideas and find a unique solution by making gradual alterations and refinement to our works. The important aspect of creativity is seeing the same thing as everybody else but thinking of something different. Innovation and creativity ultimately result into culture of excellence. Now look at culture of excellence. Friends, science leads to culture of excellence. Excellence is not by accident. It's a process where an individual continuously strives to better oneself. The performance standards are set by yourself. You work on your dreams with focus and are prepared to take calculated risks and you do not get deterred by failures. As you move towards your dreams, you step up the targets and try to reach the higher and higher. When you strive to work to realize your potential in the process, you will increase your performance. At all times, you are not in competition with anyone else, but your own self. This is the culture of excellence. Now friends, I thought of sharing one of my experience like you when I was in college, long ago. 1954-57, most of you were not in idea forms. So dear young friends, when you are in a combat situation, most of the time you will be required to deploy systems like battle tanks, artillery guns, missile system, electronic warfare system, and many. In all situations, the expertise what you need is system design, system integration, and system management. Friends, I would like to share an experience how I learned system design, system integration, system management during my engineering education at Madras Institute of Technology, Bhopal, 1954-57, long ago. You know, in our faculty, we are not engineering, we are 9 fellows. And there are different disciplines, aerodynamics, structures, guidance, control, and instrumentation, system engineering, material, structure, like that. So one day my professor, his name is Professor Srinivasan, he is a designer, aircraft designer, he was taking class for us. The final year, 1957 it happened. He said, friends, I am going to give you 6-month project. Next 6 months you have to work on a project called low-level attack aircraft. Low-level attack aircraft, Mach number 1.5. You have to design, all your gang has to design the integrated way. A preliminary design you have to give me, he said. I have been asked to lead the project team. I became the project leader of the team, and 8 fellows I had to manage. Now we worked very hard. Those days we did not have 54, 57, that period, no computers have come in a big way. So we have to use the slide rule and log table. We tried our best, all the calculations, and of course took a lot of time because we did not have modern equipments. We used big drawing boards to make the drawings. And 5th month again, my professor Srinivasan landed my laboratory to see our work. When he reviewed the work, he said, "It's one of a hopeless output I have seen," Professor says. He's a very tough professor, you know. And he said that output, I am not happy at all, 5 months output. So you guys, I was the project leader, he said, he targeted me. He said, next 1 month, if you do not complete the task as desired with specification and a good design, your scholarship will be terminated, he said. He's a very tough professor. I hope you don't have such a professor. So we have to work very hard. I assembled another 8 fellows together and worked day and night. Many Saturday we missed, many Sunday. In Madras, you know, a lot of electric time moving to cinema halls. So all those things we avoided. And finally, we felt we have got a good design, good drawings, good calculation, good reports. My professor, when he was going to tennis on Sunday morning, he landed our laboratory again. He reviewed the whole thing. And he said, "It's fantastic what you guys have done. I am very happy that under pressure you have done very output is excellent." He took us to home, gave a Madras hot coffee to all the night. Now that is, we learned something. That's what I want to convey to you. That 6 months of our 3-year course, aeronautical engineering course, that 6 months is the most important course because we were learning how to design and how to bring multiple technology together. That means we learned system design, system integration, and system management. All the 3 in 6 months we learned. So this is what is going to happen for you people in the military engineering. You will find at no times a component you will deploy or a software alone you will deploy. You will deploy every time. That's why system design, system integration, and system management is very, very vital. I am glad the Military College of EME is doing some of the generalized projects so that the trainees will get experience in an integrated way, system design, system integration, system management.